Hello. So I'm making a new video where I shall be showing one new design and an updated design. So this is the same boat from the last video. The only real change is that I added a metal layer, which actually makes it so much better. Like this metal just makes this entire craft so much more survivable because almost all shots are along here. And so nothing else really matters unless there's an aerial vehicle, in which case it just dies. It's still like fully exposed on the internals, but it doesn't matter if nothing can penetrate. And then I have this. So this is an entirely new vehicle that I've been building for the last 2 days, and it's fully metal. Besides a bit of glass up there. So it's very, very heavy. It somehow does float, but it will easily sink, of course. It has a ton of these, whatever these are, twin 40mm guns. So, but that's more of a support. Then it has these 3 guns. It's got that, whatever that is. I think that's an advanced cannon. It could be cram, but I think it's advanced cannon. Then I got some cram cannon, and then a light advanced cannon. And it's actually very weak for its size, but it's sort of good. And I'll be testing it against some random ships. Let's see where it is. Let's get it against one of these. So it's not very good by itself, though. It's more of a support ship from all these guns today. Not spawn. Oh no, it's paused. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's going to do these. For these. Oh, that's good. Like cram cannon, siding this. Yep. Just like a cannon ship. Crossbow even. So it's got a lot of just continuous fire from this back, and then a bit of more constant fire. It doesn't really do much damage against metal. It's more of like an anti-aircraft, later to mid-game control craft, like classified as. It's pretty expensive, but it's good enough. Unless you're, I did test it against some of the toughest designs and the near end game factions, and it just died. That's to be expected of those big game factions, because their airships are, even their planes are basically just big pieces of metal in the sky. Looks like it is going to win though. So I think I'm going to use this as a base gun and replace all of these guns with probably some of these deck guns, which will then allow it to do a lot more damage against ships. Because right now it's basically just these 3 guns, and these just don't do much against the metal. But also, if it gets too many holes, like this, will just sink. And it has 1, 2 detection spots. So if this gets wiped out, which it has. So now if one lucky shot takes this out, it's almost completely gone. It does have these, but it's still going to be very inaccurate. And I did consider maybe putting missiles in. So I'll probably replace these with missiles, which is of course super strong because of missiles. Completely balanced in this game. And maybe cram. And then I already said the advanced cannon, so that'll have like 3 separate variations. This will be anti-aircraft for the others, and then I'll have like a whole but all of them will probably be this one section. There's a little bridge here. Glass that I can see out. But yeah. Patrol craft did not do too good. This looks like it exploded from the inside due to the damage. I don't really know how it got exploded though. But yeah, there's like no damage here or here, which means that most of the damage came from side where it was metal, so it did its best. Oh, looks like it did take out this one. Oh, also the costs. Patrol craft costs. Yeah. Where was it? Heavy cruiser. Cost almost 200,000. That's not as much as I was actually expecting. I think I actually want to make it bigger. Make it more look like an actual battleship, but then I started with this because this is my first big ship design with metal, and I sort of like did like this instead of having platforms. And then I just got lazy and just did this for the entire rest of the space because I had no idea how to build it. It doesn't have a problem with tipping, but I think I fixed that because in testing it would just turn over the player, so then I added these. It looks like it is trying to keep it up, but it is starting to tip. If it tips too far, then he's going to use this. Doesn't have people. It also has projectile avoidance, but I doubt that really does much because it's so big. But it floats surprisingly well. Like, almost every compartment seems to be finished. Yeah, it's completely fine. It's starting to lose its offensive capabilities, though, I think. Let's try it. A lot of damage here. What happened here? It seems like there was just a big explosion here and nothing else for us. Wasn't sprint. Still has weaponry though, so I don't want to pull from it. It has one gun left, which is sort of oh yeah, it's close. And I think it's it's one gun remaining, excluding these things. Oh, no AI. Looks like go out. Anyways. It looks like it did win with one gun. Let's try spawning. I haven't really tested them working as a fleet before. I'm spawning 4. What should I put with this? Dudes, fighters. Yes, whatever this thing is. I'm gonna go up with this. Interesting. This looks like a support ship actually. Long-range missiles and a lot of anti-air stuff. So there's 2 support ships looking against each other. Except that for me. Oh, that's not good. There's just a constant red stream of anti-air fire. Probably not actually too much though. I'm getting more slowly. It's actually doing a lot less damage than I thought those shots were. It is shooting down everything except for the black road. This is going to be a very long. I am concerned that if every compartment gets breached, the things will sink. So that is a concern. I don't think that's really going to happen. These are doing like literally nothing. Neither ship can really do any damage. That's a lot of guns. Yeah, I don't think I could have won this if it was just one of my ships, but before I think it just what happened to that ship? Oh yeah, there's a breach in the front. That makes sense. It did put thing in there, right? Yeah. There's no air pump on the top, so I should add one of those. That's probably a problem. Definitely would have lost in this one, just one versus one. It's a good thing to be advanced cannons. But this is just going to be a very long battle of just us shooting at a piece of metal and a piece of metal shooting at us and nothing really doing anything. So I'm just going to call it a probably a us victory. Now, I do want to test it against Flying Squirrel. As well as others. Since it's basically supposed to be light anti-air killer. Should theoretically work. Wait. It's right. Oh. Is that a different trumpet? I'm confused. That is a lot of crown. Did not expect that much fire. These are a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna spawn in some more ships because these airships are a lot tougher than I anticipated. Oh yeah, that flak's just tearing through all that wood. Apart. It's not doing much against the metal though, as to be expected. That one's already starting to sink. I'm gonna add one. How much do these cost? Okay. Okay, these cost way more than my ships. I do not feel bad now. This probably still isn't a fair fight, cost-wise. Just hoping that the amount of bullets I send at them will be enough to counterbalance actual damage. But I do think this is going to be a loss. Is at a nice angle so that all these guns can fire at once. I should make an airship like this next, after I do all the different versions of the that. Oh, something happened somewhere. Surprising amount of holes in the ship, and it's still loading. So on these ships, I was surprised at how weak it was for how much metal it had, but I was also surprised at how hard it is to sink these ships because of all the metal it has. This is fun. I also wonder who built these faction ships. Yeah, this is not going too well. Never did show the off the internal, so here's the engine room with the Lackean engine on the ship. Here's the AI room, the AI fully exposed. There was nothing in this room. I actually had more space in this ship than I knew what to do with. So that's just an empty room. This is an empty room. Weapon room, weapon room. This is just one big weapon room for some reason. This is resource storage, I guess. And empty rooms. As the ship sinks, because it looks like every compartment is breached. Oh, my ship's sunk. Looks like it.
Listening.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end the episode here after showing off all of the new design. I'll definitely try and build a better thing that can actually do more damage. I might do the missile one next, actually, just to have a success, because missiles can't really fail. But I've seen this. They're hard countered by the enemy. Anyways, I'll be all. Bye.